Hey guys, welcome to cybertalk, number one rated podcast in the world. Today we're going to do a short review on the movie The Social Network, which we both watched recently.
So I'm Josh, and I'm with my co-host Dashel. And in case you didn't know, The Social Network is a movie based on a real story about Mark Zuckerberg. And so I wanted to start kind of like going through the movie.
Because some of you may not have seen it.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it
So,
was really interesting. In the beginning, you see like this great cinematography. You see his girlfriend break up with him.
We're dating.
Okay. Well, I want to try and be straightforward with you and let you know that we're not anymore.
What do you mean?
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
He's standing in the midst of like a crowd and he's wearing a gray Gap hoodie while everybody's wearing like these black either trench coats or something, really symbolizing that he is different amongst everybody else in his community, which I thought was pretty cool cinematography. Proceeding to that incident, he's hurt by the breakup. He goes to his live journal to jot down his feelings. His roommates walk into the room proposing the idea of rating people on their looks, like in a website. So he needs to get the pictures for the people to make this website. And he says the first time the name of the company, he says, "Oh, I would need a Facebook." Now, this obviously isn't what Facebook is today, as there's a lot of an evolution. But that was the start. Then after that scene, he hacks into the Harvard houses to find all the faces, like the student faces. He uses friend to finish the website, and people are pretty hurt by it. And then within 2 hours, 22,000 people have viewed the website. The website is under the domain of www.facemash.com.
Which actually is a real thing for some reason.
Yeah. So this was the glory days for Facemash. It's over. He's getting in big trouble with the school. And this isn't the only trouble that he's going to get into. After his website blows up so much, he gets pulled aside by two of the kind of jocks of the school. Now, these people pitch him a business idea to create a website like MySpace, but under a Harvard EDU profile. It's only for
college
campus
students.
Yeah, exactly. Now, on January 11th, 2004, Mark registered the domain name www.thefacebook.com. He walks up to his friend and asks if he knows if the girl he likes is single. This prompts the idea to Mark to add to the site on the person's bio to see if the person is single or not, solving a lot of problems and a lot of conflict that is on college campus. After adding this addition to the site is live. Flash forward, we see him with legal lawsuits, and something that not a lot of people do except for him is he stood up and made condescending remarks to the opposing lawyer and judge. He's really confident in himself, I guess. Mark gets in a meeting with CEO and founder of Napster. If you don't know what Napster is, Napster was a music platform where you could get free music off the internet, and it got sued and taken down, obviously. Napster then tells them some valuable information to not put ads on the site, because if it's just a cool thing, then when you put ads on it, it kind of ruins the whole maintenance of the site. And if they build it right, they could have this billion-dollar product. And then give them a huge contribution was to drop the and just make it Facebook. Well, I guess something I never knew was that the CEO of Napster was part of this at all.
Exactly. I'm surprised, like sheer coincidence, I guess, that they actually met like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's weird. And that he still owns 7% of the company? Continuing the story, coming more to an end here, you start to see the divide in the business partners as one wants to put ads and create profit off of it, and Mark doesn't. Mark moves to California, across the street from the founder of Napster, to do work with him. Mark's business partner did not join him. This Napster founder keeps reassuring him that he could make billions, which is really a false representation. We come to find that Mark has rotted out his business partner of all of his shares in the company through contracts. His business partner is furious with him and comes after him with lawsuit upon lawsuit.
What were you called out there for?
An ambush.
Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in?
Call security.
You issued 24 million new shares of stock.
As he should. Soon after the incident, the company reaches 1 million users to celebrate. The Napster founder parties like crazy. The Napster founder is caught in a cocaine-related incident and partying with interns at a party, something that you really shouldn't do.
After at the party, which I find this kind of interesting.
Definitely.
Mark Zuckerberg in the movie tells Sean just to go home. He says, "Go home, Sean."
Now, the movie ends off with kind of a happy place, even though you don't really see that in real life. So it was kind of cool. The movie ends off by Mark paying off the twins who were suing him for $700 million and giving the rifle part of the company back to his business partner, 33%. What do you think of the movie? Like, honest review, what would you give it out of 10?
Honestly, I would give it like a solid 8. I found it extremely interesting, if I'm being honest. Now, I personally prefer like action comedy movies, stuff like that. But this I just found really interesting that all those things happened. Like, I can't believe he got sued for $600 million by his best friend. He actually like screwed his best friend out of 30% shares. But yeah, I found it a really interesting movie.
Yeah, well, definitely. One part that I personally found really interesting was the cinematography. The director of cinematography went on to become an Oscar nominee and an Emmy nominee, Jeff
Really?
Cronwith. Yeah, for the movie.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
huge achievement.
Well, especially for its time, like having such a broad kind of like dynamic shots, pretty crazy.
Probably like a lot of our viewers. I had never even heard of this movie before a couple days ago, but honestly, I loved it when I watched it. I found it interesting. Even just the casting choice of Jesse Eisenberg. I found I ended up liking the character Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
like, in the
definitely
movie.
good. Yeah, no, definitely the casting choices were good, and with him playing Zuck, being able to speak fast and everything was probably how Zuckerberg, grew up in the college situation.
Thank you guys so much for watching our podcast today. We hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, I guess. This was Cyber Talk Podcast, and have a great day.